This is Confessions of Former Disney Princesses.
All right.
Oh, how does it go?
Confessions of a Retired Disney Princess.
This is Confessions of Retired Disney Princesses. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. You might notice my headband. This was sent to me from Victoria in California. Follow her at All About Ears on Instagram. Maybe she'll make you one of these, I don't know. I'm just so thankful to her for sending me this awesome headband. I get to wear it to the Disney theme parks and I feel like it just kind of, you know, it's kind of my nod to Princess Jasmine. Y'all know. The live action movie's coming out, everyone. It's coming out soon. So today I'm answering a question. This is from Sharon Triana. She says, my kids and I just got back from our 7-day vacation at Disney for their 3rd birthday. They're twins. And we had a blast. Awesome. I love watching all your Disney videos and videos on toddlers in Disney. It would be interesting if you did a video on how you got into all things Disney, from the Disney movies as a kid to working at Disney World. I feel like you and I are so similar that it would be cool to hear about where all the fondness for Disney started. Anyways, love the videos. Love Sharon. Sharon, heart, and sending love back to you, Sharon. What a fun question. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this as well. I'm trying to remember my first Disney. Do you guys remember your first Disney movie? Comment below. Let me know what your very first Disney memory is. I still remember going to the movie theater to see The Little Mermaid, Ariel. Like that right there is one of the most impactful memories I think I have of Disney. It's like etched in my mind. I knew I loved Disney as a little kid. I had an obsession with dogs. Like as soon as I could start walking so probably around age 1, I was obsessed with our neighbor's dog. So Pluto and I were like this in my mind. I loved Pluto. I remember actually seeing him in Disneyland when I was 5. I want to say I was like 4 or 5 years old when I went to Disneyland. I remember my mom taking me to Disneyland. I remember meeting Pluto. I remember It's a Small World. I remember the little like 7 Dwarf area. I remember the teacups. I remember riding Thunder Mountain. I remember having so much fun in Disneyland. And I want to say we also had the Disney Channel. See, Disney knows what they're doing. They're indoctrinating it into us from our youth, right? So I just remember watching a lot of like Pluto. I remember the Pluto cartoons were my favorite. If Pluto was in the cartoon, I was on it. Do you guys remember Dumbo Circus? Like Dumbo Circus, dude, that is going back. It was like the live action, like where people would dress up in character suits and they would do this show called Dumbo Circus. Like that was my childhood. We don't have Dumbo Circus today. I tried finding it on YouTube. If you can find it on YouTube, let me know. Holler at your girl. I also remember the live action Winnie the Pooh. Do you guys remember like when the people would dress up? I want to say what my parents would do because I don't know that we had a ton of money, but like when it was free, like cable would offer Disney Channel for free, my parents would record it all on VHS. Then the cable would like take off their free Disney Channel and then I would just watch all the recordings over and over. I don't know, maybe sometimes we did have the Disney Channel, sometimes we didn't. I don't know how it worked back then exactly, but all I know is I just remember watching that. I remember Disney had the most awesome like live action movies. I remember on the Disney Channel they had Corduroy. You know that classic childhood book, Corduroy? They had a live action movie on the Disney Channel. So like I remember that. I watched so many of like those old 1950s, 60s cartoons that you can find on YouTube. But aside from the cartoons, like the movies really stuck out to me. Just the quality of the animation. I was 4 or 5, but I still knew that Disney's animation was the best. Disney's stories were the best. I remember Lady and the Tramp being obsessed. Like again, the dogs. I was all about the dogs. And you know, and the Disney princess thing, it was a glimmer in the eye of Disney. Like now as an adult raising my kids, princess stuff is everywhere. It's very much marketed to the kids, but it wasn't like that when I was a kid. Like, you had Princess Aurora, but she was around. She wasn't like, girls weren't trying to wear her dresses or anything like that. But I thought she was the end all be all for beauty. Like, I looked up to her, like she was, you know, I remember her. My mom must have recorded it from the Disney Channel when they played it on there, because I remember watching the Sleeping Beauty movie, and I want to say, yeah, we had it on VHS. I don't remember being scared of Maleficent or anything. I just remember Sleeping Beauty was gorgeous, and that scene where she was dancing, just, somebody actually commented on one of my videos recently that they wish that I would do another art or / drawing video. I haven't done one of those in so long. Since I've had kids, I feel like I've just kind of let my art go, because I used to draw and everything. But my dream as a child was to become a Disney animator. And I used to actually draw. Hey, Michael. I'm in the middle of filming.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too. I'm on my way home.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye. My dream was to become an animator. As a child, when I wasn't watching Disney movies or the Disney Channel or the Ninja Turtles, I was obsessed with Ninja Turtles too. But when I wasn't doing that or playing outside with my best friend or whatever, getting dirty out in the park, I was drawing. And my drawing increased, especially, and as I got older, as my playing at the playground decreased, my drawing and spending time in front of paper increased. And I wanted to become this Disney animator. That's what I thought anyway, when I was young. And I spent a lot of time with those books on like how to draw Mickey, how to draw Minnie. I was very much into cartoons and art, and I really feel like Disney inspired this love of animation. But yeah, going to see The Little Mermaid, I remember also the Disney Channel had this behind the scenes special, and the animators talked about what it was like animating for the movie. And it was just such a passion. The passion that these animators had was just so contagious, so contagious. And I just wanted to be an animator just like them. I was 12 when I started going to Disney World after we had moved here. And I would go probably once a year or once every other year during my teenage years. I didn't get to go all the time. It's not like today where people have annual passes. I don't even know if annual passes existed back then. Maybe they did. I don't know. And Hollywood Studios used to have the Animation Center, which is now like the Star Wars hub area right now. But I remember when they were animating the Mulan Disney movie and seeing all the colors and art, and my dream of being an animator was still kind of alive. But it was slowly dying because they started talking about computer graphics and that things were going to be going the way of computers. You know, you saw the computer animation was introduced in the Beauty and the Beast movie, I want to say, is when, you know, and then again in Aladdin during the lava scene. But it's just things were going the way of CG. And they were going to be saying goodbye. Or maybe it was Brother Bear was like the last animated one. Do you guys remember Brother Bear? That was a flop. but I think it was anyway. But I just remember they closed down the animation studios in Hollywood Studios. And I saw my dreams like disappear for that. I wasn't so much interested in CG animation as I was in like the artwork that the animators like pencil to paper, like that sort of art, the paint working with paints. You know, I don't know. I guess I wasn't as interested in the CG. I liked CG stuff too. And I did take some CG classes in high school, or at least I took one. But, you know, I grew up seeing the old school animation. I don't know. So the dream of becoming a Disney animator kind of seemed a little bit farther. Not only that, but I started to realize as I got into high school that the competition and the amount of work and effort that it was going to take if I wanted to become an animator, it wasn't so simple. You know, you don't just grow up and become an animator. There is a process. You got to work for that. So I was really tested on how much I really wanted to be an animator. As that dream of becoming a Disney animation artist died, the dream to want to become an actress began to take over. And now that I'm older, having experienced Disney entertainment, having auditioned for some commercials here in Orlando, having been related to some people who have done commercials in LA, having had close family / friends who have worked in Hollywood and are working, like I see their names on the credits on stuff that we see on TV and whatnot, who have been anyway. So I've learned a lot more about the entertainment industry, not to mention what's going on in the news. Let's not even go there. But things didn't really work out the way I thought they would when I was younger. Anyway, I took acting classes in high school, and I decided ultimately I didn't want to move to LA. I wanted to marry my fiance. I wanted to stay living in Orlando. I liked it here. I wanted to go to school here at UCF, and Disney Entertainment for me seemed like the perfect outlet for my life path. It was something that was convenient because there I was at UCF studying, and I had Disney on my back door. And it satisfied me, and somehow, maybe I didn't become a Disney animation artist, but I was able to kind of perform, but I was able to perform a character that I really loved. So as a young girl, I never would have imagined performing as Princess Jasmine. It just didn't seem like a thing back when you're young. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. And again, princesses weren't marketed the way they are today. It's a total, Disney has really changed with the times, and they've done a great job with their marketing. I don't know. I hope that kind of answers your question. For me, I really think that it was the animation that captivated me so much, not to mention the great stories that were told. I loved the emotion in the characters. Oh, I loved their eyes. They are Disney animators are masters of getting those facial features. I don't know, something about it. Isn't it just so moving to see these characters? We were watching Cars Part 3, and I'm just crying. They capture the characters so amazingly well. So Sharon, I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for sending that to me, and I hope this video was fun to watch. Comment below, let me know, what about you guys? What do you have to say? Where did your fondness for Disney come from? I would love to hear. All right, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Please like this video if you liked it. Share it with somebody if you think it might be fun for somebody else. And I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.